I can also say, working on this painting, one of the reasons why it was probably the most difficult and most challenging, I felt like I had experienced a spiritual death, and then obviously also a spiritual being born again. I had always had my faith in Christ, but this was a little bit on a different level. This was definitely a deeper faith because of the severity of evil that I was witness and testimony to, that I had seen in the time that the hostages were taken and what had happened, and then the healing that actually had to come into that situation, which was tremendous amount of healing because there was deep pain and deep concern for the safety of Jewish heritage. And that was something that was so intense on my mind. But obviously within Firstmost, rescuing the hostages and getting them out of the tunnels, because they were being held hostage in tunnels, which means that they were not able to experience sunlight. They were definitely malnourished, and it was such a difficult season for so many people that were wanting them to come home safe. And it was such wonderful news to see the ones that were rescued, but it was so heartbreaking to see the ones that had passed. Each time something like that happened, I think that my heart was just shattered. So that was, like, in many ways like a spiritual death, just experiencing that difficulty, and then being re-encouraged again. So that painting, I will say, the azalea painting was so challenging, but it's still a beautiful painting that when I came to look at it, it was so ironic because here where I live, their azaleas are really popular, but come to find out in Israel, that was something that was pretty common there too. They also have those beautiful flowers there. And I don't know, when I was looking at this, I had that song Rescue, Lauren Daigle, on my mind as I began to make this painting, because its meaning was so profound. At times of great distress, what do we want? We want to be rescued, and we want to also be able to be the ones that can rescue.